My life was going nowhere fast. Stuck in a dead-end job, lonely and forgotten by the world. When I hit rock bottom, I decided I'd make a deal with the devil if it offered a way out. Turns out, some careless wishes do get granted. I was wandering home late one night, drunk and despairing, when a voice called out from the alleyway shadows. "Rough day?" Spinning around, I glimpsed a tall figure leaning against the wall, face obscured by a hood. Unease trickled down my spine, but I was too miserable to flee. The stranger's gravelly words poured out like syrup. "I can make all your dreams come true. For a small price. Just sign on the dotted line." He extended a contract and pen. I should have run right then, but the offer was so tempting. In my inebriated state, I scribbled my signature by the light of a flickering street lamp, too desperate to consider fine print. The figure plucked back the contract with bony fingers. "Excellent," he purred. "We will be in touch." As I blinked, he dissolved into the night. The next day, I was startled awake by my phone buzzing with a call. I'd gotten the big promotion I'd been craving. My bank account was suddenly flush with cash. Over the following weeks, good fortune fell in my lap. Success, admiration, luxury, everything I'd wished for. But soon, sinister signs appeared. Ominous ravens started gathering outside my apartment. I'd wake with strange marks clawed into my sheets. At night, from the darkness, faint cruel laughter and whispers floated to my ears. It all came to a head one full moon night. Awakened by a sound, I crept to my front door and peered out the peephole. A hulking horned silhouette lurked in the hallway, wet snarls echoing against the thin walls. My blood ran cold. This Faustian miracle had come with a price, my very soul. Frantically reading through the contract's fine print, I searched for an escape clause. Finding nothing, I smashed my fist in rage against the wall and felt paper crinkle behind the drywall. Cutting it open with a knife, I extracted a yellowed parchment. It was the same contract I'd signed, but with a fresh scribbled addition. If the undersigned publicly renounces all gifts bestowed through this arrangement before the next full moon, consider our deal null. My heart leapt with desperate hope. The figure, the devil himself, had left me this potential out. Over the coming days, I transferred my money to charity, quit my job, and destroyed all lavish possessions. On the eve of the next full moon, I stood before reporters and denounced the specter who I claimed granted me short-lived success through malevolent means. That night, I barricaded myself in my small empty apartment, waiting for the demon's wrathful retaliation. It came as the full moon crested. Windows shattered, unholy shrieks splitting the air. The walls trembled as the front door splintered open. Through the haze of chaos stood the horned entity, engulfed in rage. "You fool," its voice thundered. "Did you think it would be so easy to escape your rightful damnation?" It stalked toward me, fetid claws grasping. I scurried backward, stammering the banishment prayer I'd memorized. Its fiery eyes flared as it recoiled with an agonized howl. "This isn't over." It rasped before evaporating into brimstone mist. Only then did I let out the breath I'd been holding in a choked sob. The devil's gifts were gone, but I had saved my soul. Or so I believed. But evil leaves a stain on those who court it too closely. In the following weeks, I descended into a paranoid depression. I jumped at every little noise, gripped by certainty that I was still doomed. Around each full moon, voices would whisper from darkened corners, saying I could never be free. I became a shut-in, refusing to leave my apartment. There I whiled away the days rereading the contract, searching for clauses I might have missed. Until late one night, I woke to find the yellowed contract lying open on my chest. Heart seizing in fright, I scanned it again desperately, and saw my own name now signed at the bottom in fresh blood. These hellish games would never cease. I was marked, claimed. The only escape was one I could never bring myself to commit. Now I sit here, lost in madness, waiting for my time to expire. The demon returns periodically to taunt me, savoring its victory. With each visit, its horns grow larger, grin more grotesque. It asks me to sign my name again and again in my own blood, as if the contact must be continuously renewed. I dutifully obey, too hollowed out now for defiance. So take this as a warning, be careful what you wish for. There are those lurking in darkness eager to grant your secret desires for a damning price. I learned too late that a demon's contract can never fully be broken. It will haunt you even through the veil of death, lying in wait to collect your soul. Mine already belongs to the devil. In the end, I suppose it always did.